What's up, everybody? It is Papalona here, coming to you with another video, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, this reading, tapping into these energies, I don't know, anytime I get into like financial, I don't know, career, it drains me. So there must be a lot of resistance going on, or just maybe even a lot of confusion, but you know, we're just gonna get right into it, you know what I'm saying? As you can see from the title above, we have 4 piles here. Let me just put this up. Really quick, if you guys are interested in early access 18 plus, like this video is actually going to be posted on Patreon before it comes to YouTube. So if you're just interested in like my vibe and just being a part of the squad, you know, go check out my Patreon. I will have the link in the description along with the timestamps for this video, and I may also put it in the comments. So if you guys like exclusive content, early access, that juicy, sexy 18 plus, you know what I'm saying, all of that good stuff, yeah, check us out over there. But anyway, as you guys can see from the title above, we're going to be looking at just money messages, career predictions, financial predictions, just what do you need to know about your finances? Like, what's the block? Is there any like past life stuff coming up? Because that was coming up, so it was a little stressful for P. Just overall, what do you need to know? What's to come? If there is something a little bit more negative, how can we change that? Because I feel like it's starting, for a lot of people watching this, I don't even just think it's starting physically, or like there's an issue physically. For some it might be, but it seems like energetically the collective needs to get on board with that high vibrational energy around career, and we'll talk about it. Okay, so as you guys can see, we got 4 piles. As you guys can see, I keep saying that shit. Anyway, pile 1 is going to be Libra balance. Pile 2 is going to be transits, climate, number 55. Pile 3 is going to be 12th house, introspection. These are really pretty cards. Girl, I need my nails done. What's really going on, girl? I digress. And then pile 4, y'all, I debated on doing a 4th pile because I was just so drained. But yeah, this is going to be like, I think, the collective pile. But anyway, not trying to influence you, but pile 4 is going to be opposition, confrontation, number 53. We have a lot of number 5s here. We got some 7s, so some healing, some changes, sporadic changes coming through. I'm getting tower energy. But anyway, let's get into it. So go ahead and pick intuitively again. Check the description box, check the comments for any extra information, timestamps, other videos, my setup, just everything, and plus the Patreon, you know, join us over there. So yeah, you guys, just use your intuition and let's get started. Right, what's up, pile 1? So you guys might hear me breathing really heavy. I don't know what it is about this spread, but honey, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of draining. I'm gonna put my little rock right here. This is the thing, pile 1. Some of you guys could definitely be Libras, because I'm getting this energy. You know what they say about an unbalanced Libra, honey. For you guys to be in an ultimate bliss, or just even in a good situation, period, not saying that you guys are not doing well in your finances, but I feel like you guys have to have balance. What I mean by that, you know, because we could say, oh, balance it out. No. But you guys might be like me. I notice that when I'm not taking care of my body, when I'm not drinking water, when I am, you know, just mistreating myself for the sake of getting on here and doing YouTube, or anything that has to do with material gain, or just anything outside of like my own self-care routine, my abundance starts to go down, regardless of how much content I put out. Regardless, it's almost like God is like, well, if you're not going to be treating your body right, then we're just going to take away your abundance. So I feel like there's this energy here, especially with the Libra card. We got that Venus energy. Ooh, I just heard distractions. We'll talk about it. I feel like I could, being that I've already been in these cards, I feel like I can channel a lot of these messages, and then we'll pull the cards. But it's just crazy because I feel like y'all could be doing really good right now, right? But there is just this sense of advice around, try to, how do I want to say it? it's almost like you guys can get distracted easily. You guys will set a routine. Sometimes you'll follow it, but then it's like you be on a good streak and then you fall off. And when you fall off, you fall off. Like, I don't know. There's something about have more structure when it comes to your time and what you put towards work and then like life. There needs to be a work-life balance for you guys to not feel depleted, for your money to grow and expand. Like I said, you know, somebody here might not get how energy and how our guides work, or even just God, period. But I just genuinely feel like if you guys are not taking care of yourself, this is like my workaholics pile. Like, forgetting to eat, forgetting to do X, Y, and Z for the sake of, you know, work. No, there's gonna need to be a balance. That's how you guys are going to get into a better flow. I can see you guys having passive money. You guys are not meant, like, I'm not trying to say that you guys aren't meant to work hard, but I'm kind of getting that. Like, when I think of Libra, I think of someone sitting back. It's more of that receptive energy in regards to what I'm seeing, even though it's a cardinal sign. I just see you guys being able to kind of like have things come easier to you. I'm just seeing that. It's like, it doesn't have to be so hard. So I don't know. Let's get in these cards, because I just feel like, oh, another thing. If you guys have relationships, some of you guys have a tendency, like, it's like you can stay focused, but when it comes to love and bringing in relationships, whether romantic or platonic, that's where you kind of get into this energy where you get like distracted. So we got to figure out. So let's see. We got, I like totally changed my setup. Like, don't mind me, I'm gonna be fixing this. Boom. Okay, so we got Libra. These are your channel messages. Oh yeah, clarifying Libra balance. We have Aeon, I think that is. So that's gonna be the Judgment card. And then we also have the Six of Cups. So I'm picking up on some negative energy on how we view finances. This could be based off of a father figure, or just how you've seen family, you know, use finances, working. Maybe you grew up and like everybody was real big on breaking their back, labor. So that's something, it's almost like if you guys aren't doing that per se, you feel like you're not doing enough. And that's not true. Like, I feel like we got to get into this mindset, you know, if you feel called to understand that you could do something that is not damn near killing you and still be successful. Like, you don't have to be in that hustle mentality all the time. Now, hustle mentality is good. Like, there's good parts of it, but it's like we need a healthy balance between the hustle and the relaxation, because almost some of you guys are getting caught up in this go, go, go energy. And it's like a lot of masculine energy, but where's that feminine energy coming in? Like, when do we have time to really receive? When do we have time to even really to sit back and look back at what we've already accomplished and feel good in that? Some of y'all be on go all the time. Y'all done probably accomplished a lot of stuff for some of you guys, and money's coming in. But it's like y'all don't even really have time to sit in that and dwell in that and look at yourself and be like, damn, like, look how far we've come. Because it's like once you get one thing, you on to the next. But I don't know, I'm almost getting a Gemini energy. Some of you guys jump projects without finishing the other. That's for some of you guys. But for others, there's like, when are you going to have a balance between work life and just, you know, everyday life? It's like you guys need to have a balance. That's how your finances and your abundance is going to grow. Like I said, that might not make sense to some, but I know I'm speaking from experience. When I have time to work out, pay attention to my health, just everything, it's almost like I don't have brain fog. I feel better. I feel more confident. And when I'm more confident, I'm more creative. I'm able to think. I have energy to put out content. I just feel good as fuck. And the money be flowing. It's like you guys have potential to just have passive money coming in. Some of you guys want to work in the legal system. Another thing. So this energy that I was pulling on, it's like a negative energy that I'm picking up on from the past. So if someone shot down your dreams, did that happen when you were younger? I feel like something happened when you were younger. And we're at the point right now where we need to recognize that what we bring to the table is enough. You are enough. Have a revelation around what you could bring to the table. I'm not going to lie, with this Six of Cups, because y'all gonna see there was a lot of cards about moving on from the past. I don't know what happened in the past. Some of you guys might have lost a job. Maybe there was something that you tried to do. It was very fulfilling, but then I don't know, did it go to shit? I don't mean to say it like that, but did something not work out? Is there something that you always wanted to do when you were younger? People laughed at you, and so you like let it go, and there's always been this like this feeling of wanting to get back into that. Like, what is it? Because there's something around your past. This could even be past life, you know. Check your chart, check into that. But what I'm saying is, it's like we need to fix how we view money, finances, how much energy. It's like there's like this negative attachment to having to do way too much, and it's like you guys are getting depleted. So, well, actually, let me tap into this. So power one, we have 7 months. So something about the number 7. Someone could be born on the 7th. Well, on the 7th, we have Libra. So there's going to be a shift in 7 months. There's something happening for you guys in regards to finances and work, or even just your mentality. So I'm going to just read these out. We have work-life balance, Venus, boundaries around distractions. So like, if you guys know that love is something that distracts you, am I telling you to stay away from love? No. But I'm almost picking up on this energy of where some of you guys want to indulge in something. Like you want to go out, you want to do this, or you want some leisure time. So then what ends up happening is you guys make this routine where you're like, okay, 2 o'clock, I'm going to do this. 3 o'clock, I'm going to work and be strictly focused on my work. And 4 o'clock, that's my leisure time. It's like you guys are setting a schedule, but something is coming in and it's kind of shaking up the schedule. So then when you get off schedule, where my Capricorn's at, you get very antsy, even though you kind of did it yourself. You get what I'm saying? Now things happen, but I'm just picking up on this energy of like, you know, I'm not saying stay away from those things that we want to indulge in. No, invite them in, but just when you have a balance and a routine, stick to that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you deviate out of that, you know, like I said, things happen, but it seems like you create more anxiety. So let's say your 2 o'clock plans end up bleeding into your 3 o'clock plans. Now we got to push back to 4 o'clock plans. And then next thing you know, you get all worked up because y'all know y'all be doing that to the point where you don't even got energy to do the rest of whatever you had planned out. Now you all upset. Now your confidence is going down. And sometimes when our confidence goes down, it fucks up the day, the minute, the hour, the week. We're not thinking clearly. Now we're forgetting. We're in a fog. Now we're rushing to do what we wanted to do at 2 o'clock. So you get what I'm trying to say here? Don't that sound like a lot? Imagine me. Feel bad for me having to tap into this. This is overwhelming. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like either you guys are coming out of that energy, or this is just like, if you guys have anything that happens in work, like there's always this chance of getting tied back into whatever I just described, where it's like we get overworked, overwhelmed. So let's be cognizant of that, but let's keep going. September and October, from September 22nd to October 21st, that's going to be very important for you guys. We have compromise. You have to be able to enjoy life to be successful. Be open to collab for balance. Now, what I mean by that is I'm not saying let everybody get in your circle. You know, P don't be just saying that. But if there are people that are willing to help you and help bring balance into your life, let them. Don't let pride get in the way. Don't let something that happened in the past. Like, I don't know. I keep getting a father figure where it's like, maybe they used to tell you like, oh, well, if you have people doing this for you, you soft. I don't know. But regardless of the fact, like, be open to collab for balance. It doesn't make you less than. This is what's going to help you get to the top, okay? However that resonates. We have come back to your why. Some of you guys are going so hard, but it's like, do you even remember why you're doing this in the first place? Do you even like your job? Or did someone tell you that this was the way to go? Did someone tell you like this is what's going to look good on paper? So now you're striving for whatever this is. You might even be good at it, but are you happy? Some of y'all might be. So anyway, we have stubborn views based on past experiences. Time to take a new direction. Oh, there was a song that came through. Who sings that song, Dead and Gone? The old me, dead and gone, dead and gone. And so some of you guys are just ready to have new. So all I'm going to say is this, and then we'll get into the cards. If you're not happy, make a change, wherever that's at. That's going to help you to be more successful. Some of you guys do have something that you used to want to do in the past that you know you can go after it. You know, it's like that purity. Wherever, because like I said, there's something in the past that happened that I feel like we need to let go of. But then there's also something in the past that I feel like it's like that pure state, that innocent state before fear started to set in. Let's get back to that. That's going to help finances. I'm not saying be ditzy, but it's like, I feel like you guys are meant to, you don't have to work super hard. I really feel like that. Someone's gonna be like, what do you mean we don't gotta work hard? But I'm serious. I can see you guys making passive income, like money just coming to you instead of y'all having to chase the bag is chasing you. Okay, it's falling in your lap. So we have let go of your past, change, grow, transform, release, hidden potential. Allow yourself to enjoy fruitful endeavors without neglecting duties. Some of y'all get so tied up. It's like you're either super tied up in neglecting the duties or you're super tied up in the work. We gotta have a balance. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of repetitive stuff here. Trust your impulses. In the past, if we do some deep diving right now and have this aha moment, I feel like there's going to be a eureka. If you actually sit the fuck down and look back at all the times that you might have got anxious in work, I feel like there's going to be a pattern there where you're going to be like, oh shit, I do that. Actually, I could resonate with some of this stuff. It's like that spin up. So what's causing that spin up? Is there a fear? I think I talked about this in my April predictions. So check that out. I think it was like was it pile 2 or pile 1? One of those piles, it's like they got so anxious and they were trying to like control the dynamics. So it's almost like they were trying to preemptively avoid something that wasn't even about to happen based off of past experiences. That's what I'm seeing here. So we have motivate, change. So yeah, be motivated about these changes happening. If you feel yourself getting into this energy where you're like, dang, like I really don't even have to do that much. Now I'm not saying be lazy, but there's just this energy of like, oh, well, that toxic mentality around breaking my back labor, like I don't even gotta do that. You know, they said I had to do this to be successful. Now I'm starting to see, someone's name could be Zachary or Xavier. Now I'm starting to see like I don't gotta do that. And I feel like some of you guys are feeling guilty about that because there's I feel like someone in the past told you, they ingrained something in you. You know how parents be like, oh, you got to be a doctor, or this is what's going to make you money. That art that you want to do, that's not really going to make you money. Or corporate, you want to do that. Who wants, like, I don't know. I'm trying to see what someone's family could say about corporate, but you know, there might even be some negative views. Like, why don't you want to take over the family business? You want to go do that and work for people that don't even care about you, whatever. It's like your mentality is changing and it's changing for the better, so let it. We have too many decisions, too many choices, so decide. Some of you guys are just so like, you have many talents. Definitely check into your chart to see like past life energy, maybe even check into a reading. I'm still like studying certain stuff, or I would be doing those readings on here, but it's like I feel like there's a lot, you guys have a lot of skills, and there's been a lot that's been suppressed. People have seen your light, they've suppressed it, and maybe even sometimes you've suppressed it, and it's trying to come out. Like some of y'all want to do this and that. There's multiple opportunities coming in, so I feel like what you guys need to do as of now, if it resonates, is get yourself back into balance. Let's do that reflection, that reflecting, because y'all have major opportunities coming in, but it's like you cannot be stuck in whatever I'm picking up on from this past mentally, because people, like I said, somebody might not understand, well, why do we keep focusing on the mental and like the thought process? Because that's, the mind is powerful. When you can control the mind, you can control a lot of things, period, point blank. Coming from a true air sign here. So anyway, we have moving on, Leo, and memories of love. You keep getting that 6 of Cups. So I feel like the energy right now that you guys are in, there's this back and forth of, do we want to move forward and start fresh and really believe in ourselves, regardless of what someone else told me, the negative things they put in my mind? Are we going to do that? I feel like your guides want you to know that it's not being put in your mind for no reason. Some of you guys with this strength card here, you guys can actually be your own boss. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be for everybody, because some of you guys like to work under someone, and that is totally fine. But I'm also seeing if you guys are in a place where you're like, damn, I'm starting to see that I could really have a business. I might not have to work for nobody. That's not happening for a reason. So I feel like whatever is being ignited in you when it comes to career and what's next, pay attention to that. There's going to be a release when it comes to the past. For you guys, I know you guys probably want like a lot of tangible stuff, but no, it seems like the main block for you guys is mentality and not being able to trust yourself. So I don't know, I keep coming back to that whole storyline of someone telling you that whatever you're wanting to do is not going to make money. I don't know why that keeps coming through. Yeah, there's like a lot of past stuff coming up. So, girl, sorry, that's pissing me off. We also have honor your lineage. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see. Let me show you. We have honor your lineage. We have a weird setup today, you guys. Elephants might be very prominent here. And we also have remember forgetting. So, yeah. 6 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Y'all remember so much. But sometimes we have to remember to forget. Something about, and it's so crazy, that's kind of contradiction because I'm about to say something about your past lives, but I feel like something about your ancestry is very important here. You ain't come from no weak people now, okay? You came from people that had a bunch of gifts. That's why it's in your DNA. So yes, there might have been someone in your family that talked down. I'm not saying that it was right, but you put you first. Go after it. I don't know who needs to hear that. Some of y'all might resonate with that story that I put out or with that reading that I put out in regards to a family member, channeled message from a family member. Yeah, so anyway, remember forgetting. The way I'm seeing this is some of you guys just take up way too much, okay? I get it. I get it. I do feel like you can handle it. I do, you know, big pimping, I see it, but it's like it's not really helping things out, because what I'm seeing is even if you guys are maintaining to the best of your ability all these different endeavors, thoughts, and whatever the fuck is coming in, it's like what your guides see, anybody like in the higher realms, they see that there's more for you, but you got to put some stuff down or have more balance. There's so much more. You have way more potential than what you are putting out or allowing yourself to really indulge in, especially with this Judgment card. So there's going to be a revelation around what you do for work and how you do it. I'm telling you, I keep seeing somebody go independent. It's not going to be for everybody. I also feel like some of you guys might be recovering from something that kind of took you off guard with work. I don't know, this could have been for some of y'all lost a job, or maybe it was just a rough month, you wasn't really feeling it. What I'm hearing is you guys are going to prevail, and you guys are currently prevailing. You're going to be coming into more of a peaceful state, and when these memories start to come up, try to transmute and alchemize past the negative shit. Let's tap into the more innocent portion of it. I'm surprised they both came up right, but it's like I'm telling you, there was a pile that I talked about this. It's like when it comes to the good stuff, y'all are very suspicious, but when it comes to the negative side of it, you're like, oh yeah. You like take that on. You're like more comfortable with the negative than the positive. So anyways, so we have firm foundation for what's coming. Transformation in reverse, which is death, number 13. Choose wisely with the 7 of Cups, upright. And then we also have patience. Is that temperance? Or is this, girl, I do this every time. Is that temperance or is that, what's it called? What's the name? I gotta start looking at the numbers, honey. This card signifies, oh yeah, this is definitely temperance. Okay, so let me just tell you, if you guys have a business, and I don't know why I'm getting people, like, don't worry about what people have to say. If there's anyone gossiping about what you do, or there's like a lot of like worry about what are people gonna think, or how does this look, you know, or like I'm almost getting, not trying to call out any specific gender, but you know, when we look at a man and how men are viewed in society, like they're supposed to be at a certain place, you know, in life at a specific age. So I just feel like regardless of your gender, there's like this energy of tapping into not being on everybody else's expectations and not letting that influence you, unless it's helping you balance out whatever's going on. If it's negative, if it's forceful, if it's trying to make you feel less than, trying to make you feel like you got to hurry up and get in that rushing and trying to go get it mode, that's very unhealthy. Throw it away. But anyway, what I see you guys transitioning into, first of all, I feel like you guys are going to have a huge revelation. But the thing about it is, I still see y'all in this place of not trusting. I do think some of you guys are going to get past that point and you're going to recognize that you have to transform in regards to career and even in finances. Take accountability. Where can we do better? We talk about it. We say we're going to do X, Y, and Z, but are we really going to do it? Some of you guys have not made a decision about what you want to go to school for, what job you want, whether you want to take a position. I do feel like there might be a promotion for somebody here, but overall, what I see you guys doing, if you guys have been getting, where the fuck do y'all work at? Because one minute I want to say there's this energy of having more time to self, so maybe you might be taking a vacation, but then for others, I'm getting like, let me say this. Whether you work for somebody or whether you work for yourself, boundaries. I mean, like I said, if you have a boss that's like very forceful, I mean, that's one thing. But there's just this energy of like, if you don't have the time, the space, or the energy, don't take on too much at one time because you want to prove yourself. Period, point blank. Because I feel like that could put y'all in some type of rut. Because we do have the Four of Pentacles here. So there is a need to watch spending. We do have the Death card in reverse. So for me, it's almost like some of you guys know that there's going to be a confrontation here. Like when I say confrontation, it's like you got to confront yourself. Some of you guys know what can help you to be able to get more money or save. It's like we need to start saving. Like there's a lot of like spending. It's like we go up and down. One minute we're being patient, next minute we're like spending. I don't know, do you guys get anxious? I don't know. That's something that's coming up, so maybe try to avoid that and focus on the why. Focus on your goals. What is your goal? Do you have a goal? Do you want to save? If you're saving, where's that money gonna go? Are you trying to invest in something? If you are, where is it gonna go? Are you just listening to what somebody else is telling you to do? Maybe someone's telling you to invest, but it's like, do you even know financial literacy? Not coming at y'all crazy, but that's what I'm seeing here. It's like something about the foundation needs to be readjusted, and I feel like that's what's going to be happening next in finances, and that's what's going to help y'all to have something more sturdy to where you understand why you're doing what you're doing, and you have a clear picture around where your money's going. Because some of y'all, I don't know, I do see some bad investments here, or something about we need to take a step back and choose where we're investing. Some of you guys also might want to get into stocks, but do your research. But let me keep going. The Hermit and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, predictions that I'm seeing for you guys, I see you guys getting into this mode. If I don't know, there's like a stubborn energy here, because I was trying to pull cards for you and it was taking so long. Some of you guys might be so stuck in a certain way of doing something, even though it has not really been, I guess we could say serving you. I hate using that word, but seriously, because we have invite change, we have integrity. I'm not even gonna go there with the PPP loan. I don't know, something's coming out. Just be careful with taxes. Some of y'all might be getting some news in regards to y'all finances, and it could set y'all back. And you know what, for some of you guys, not that I'm wishing that on you, but some of y'all might need to have that aha moment, that wake up call with this Judgment card, for you guys to be a little bit more conservative with your spending. That's for some of you guys. For others, I just feel like there's going to be a revelation around balance, work-life balance. What should I be doing? Where have I been the problem in my finances? Do I really want to work for this company, or do I want to work somewhere else? If I do want to work somewhere else, what am I going to do to get there? It's a lot of like big plans, but it's like, where's the stepping stones to get there? So with this Seven of Swords, I do feel like your advice is to take a step back and look at your finances. Some of y'all need to look at where your finances are going. Are you saving? What are you saving for? Like I said before, are you spending a little too much? You know, there needs to be like a budgeting, and we need to bring it back. I'm literally seeing that here, and there was something else that was coming through. Give me a second. Because, let me see, is there anything else for pile one? Advice for pile one. Yeah, I feel like that's when Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Really quick pile one. That's something I want to say about the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys have a new job coming in, a new like career offer. It's like a new direction, new money. So you need to get ready. We need to prep ourselves. We need to get into that place of having balance because there's a lot of different opportunities coming in. Some of y'all also might have chose, was it pile 2 in the April predictions where all them court cards came out? Yeah, y'all got a lot coming down. So it's like, get ready, buckle up, and you know, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You guys are meant for this. But we got to work on this. It's like, I don't think, ooh, that's what it is. Y'all got a lot of abundance coming in, new opportunities and all that. But why? Think about it. Would you, okay, let's say if y'all got kids, right? There's a child, they're naturally innocent, don't really know much about financial literacy. I mean, it's natural for them not to. They're a child, like super young. Would you give them $1 million? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you gonna wait. I mean, some of y'all wouldn't do it, period. But no, you gonna wait. You gonna be like, okay, I need you to grow older. I need to teach you financial literacy. I need you to maybe even have some hiccups in money so you could understand the value of money, the value of business. I need to feed you the ropes. I need you to X, Y, Z. That's what I'm seeing here. So there's a lot of like, I want this, this, and that. Gimme, gimme. Not saying that y'all are in that energy, but I'm picking up on it. But it's like, we want to give you this, but we don't want you to fumble the bag. With indecision, lack mentality, sneaky ass friends, or bad investments, we want to be able to trust you with these new experiences coming in, because I feel like it's destined here. We talked about this, but something has to be let go from the past. Some of you guys could be from Georgia, so I see a lot of good things happening in money here, but the main thing that you guys are being asked to do is take yourself out of that negative cycle and put yourself in a more positive cycle. Some of y'all, I'm not gonna lie, are not meant to work hella hard. It's like money can just literally come in, literally, and be abundant. And some of you guys, even when I'm saying that, it's like there's like a doubt, like, nah, I was always taught that you have to work 10 million hours in order to be, you know, that's what's glorified. Fuck that. Some of y'all is meant to only work an hour and it's like passive income. But you have to believe that for yourself. So those are the messages that I am seeing for you guys, pile 1. Please let me know how it resonates, and we're going to move on to pile 2. Okay, pile 2. I'm so glad to be away from pile 1. Don't tell them I said that. This whole reading has just been just a lot. Okay. Just seems like there's a lot of like energy blockages more than physical blockages, okay? So, okay. You guys did choose the transits. Some of you guys might study astrology. I'm not going to sit here and even try to go into the whole deep dive because I am still studying that. These are going to be your channel messages. We also have Chiron heal. Ooh, y'all might want to look at your Chiron placement. Hard lessons I just heard. Okay. Energy, we have the 6 of, well, actually, let me wait. Let me start with this. Okay. So, something that's coming through just based off of these 2 cards. There's something that y'all don't see coming with career and finances. So I'm being told to tell you guys, oh, I don't want to say it like that. It's almost like this energy of enjoy the ride while you can. It's almost like there's something happening behind the scenes that you guys are not aware about. Maybe you guys are aware, I don't know, but it's causing a little bit of anxiety. But it's almost like I'm being told to tell you guys, it's going to be some contradicting messages, but take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm being told to tell you guys not to act too quickly because things are still changing. So before you get into this mode of, oh, I got to do this, I got to make this decision right now, I got to do X, Y, and Z, they're like, chill, take a second, take a step back, because there's more that's coming into alignment. Also, whenever you're watching this reading, maybe see what's transiting through certain houses. Maybe it has something to do with this Chiron, okay? I don't know, there's something being influenced here, but I feel like even if we just look at this in the physical sense, okay, like real life physical sense, well, let me not say it like that, but you get what I'm saying, in the 3D, I feel like there's multiple, I'm looking at these transits as multiple energies that can come in at this time and influence and change the dynamic of whatever's going on with your work situation. So I don't know if, I don't know, I just thought about somebody that I know at my job. It's like her job is kind of up in the air right now. I'm not saying that's the same thing for all of y'all, but there's like a lot of moving pieces and they're trying to decide if they're going to keep her, if they're going to let her go. And some of y'all might be deciding, do I want to stay here? Or do I want to leave? Or, you know, do I want to take up that opportunity, or do I just want to like sit back? All I'm going to tell you guys is there's a lot changing right now. There's a lot still like changing behind the scenes. So before you rush and make the wrong decision, I literally didn't even want to say wrong decision, but before you rush and make any decisions, just chill for a second. Because I feel like if you act too prematurely, you guys can actually put yourself in a worse situation versus if you just kind of let these things play out, okay? Woo! So let me start with your channel messages. So we have turn struggle into beauty, learning. Hold up, my writing girl. Learning can set. Oh, yes. Okay, can I be honest? Okay, there's something here. And I feel like it's happening for a reason. Some of y'all had something happen. I don't know. This could be a divorce for some of you guys. Maybe you and somebody was sharing money, or like there's an influence of somebody else, or this is a job. I do feel like there's something that may happen, big or small, I don't know, that could trigger past memories of when this happened before. I don't know if this is like a lack of money, or if this is just, we've been here before, we've been anxious before. Some of you guys, this is you and your husband, you and your partner, boyfriend, where you're both trying to collaborate and see what can we do. We've been here before. I didn't think we were going to get back to this place. How can we fix it? So I see something coming up that's going to kind of trigger the past. We also have Pisces energy. So I'm not gonna lie, this is another thing. If you are someone who knows that your job right now is not meant for you and you're just like, I want to do something different, because some of you guys, I do see where you may be meant to go more creative. I just feel like you guys, the best way I could describe this is when I was going through a lot of shit, okay, in life, I don't know if that was like it like broke the rock. I don't know. It was like the weirdest thing. It's like, you ever heard that song by Jhené Aiko, Lotus, where she talks about there was a woman born from a lotus, her heart was broken deep as the ocean, but then there was one day he came and broke it. So yeah, basically she was saying this guy came and broke her heart until it was open, just like a lotus, okay? And it was like this eruption. And you know, when I think of a volcano, I think of like all the lava, the heat. There's a lot of momentum. Some of you guys might want to work with bloodstone, but I'm also just getting a lot of energy around the lower chakras, okay? A lot of creative energy, solar plexus energy. I see a big boost coming. So I think something, either it has already happened or it will happen, that's going to kind of be that eruption type of moment, that breaking, so we can get that opening, because some of you guys have not tapped into your full potential, and some of you guys, like myself, hard lessons, that's what makes you tap into your creativity. That's what gets the juices flowing. It's almost like when I went on that deployment. I talk about this all the time because it's easy for me to share those experiences and like connect the dots. When I was on that deployment and things were super hard, that's when my mind started thinking like, okay, what can I do? I'm not being creative. As an Aquarian, I have to be creative or I'm just gonna get like real, you know? I'm just like, I'm not being creative, or like, what can I do to heal myself right now? What can I do to take time off of myself, and or like take the energy off of all this negative stuff and like transmute it? You get what I'm saying? And that's when my mind started to branch out. Not just that, that's when I recognized, I'm like, damn, do I really want to stay in the military or not? But I would have never came to that conclusion unless those hard times started to happen. That pressure. You know, they say pressure makes diamonds, but I feel like there's going to be some pressure put on you to where this helps you to expand. That could be, do I want to sit in this position or do I want to promote? Do I want to stay with this job or do I want to go independent? Do I want to stay with this job or do I want to get a different job? I see that happening, and it's meant to happen. And it's going to allow you to be able to think expansively. I'm telling you, it's a thing. So anyway, we also have wisdom, allow yourself to dream. Someone could be a Pisces here. Dreams might be very important to you and they might be telling you something. Y'all could be having a lot of dreams about stuff where insects and stuff like that, like anything that kind of like relates to anxiety. If you like Google it and stuff like that, I feel like y'all might be having those types of dreams. It's like a lot of build up. Anyway, let things unfold. Too much focus on money. That could be making you guys anxious. It's like all this focus on the money. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a tower moment. I'm not going to lie. But it's going to be good. I know that sounds so crazy. But there needs to be like a dismantling so that you guys can have this understanding that you can't control everything. Like spirit got you. They want you to sit back, allow things to happen so that you can like be in flow. That's what I see. I see y'all might be like my stubborn energies, like power one a little bit. But it's like we kind of have to get you to a point where you just let the universe be, and you kind of understand that even it's almost like you guys are trying to stop something. You're trying to get ahead of something, but you ever like try to stop something from happening and it still happens? Yeah, whatever this is, it's meant to happen, and it's gonna help expand, and it's gonna help humble you guys in a sense. I don't know, I don't mean in a rude way, but it is. It's gonna help humble you, and it's gonna help really open your mind. And I feel like this is gonna lead you to success. I'm not gonna lie. So we do have expressions of confidence. Transits, geometry, that might be big for you guys. Activation. What if it's talks to your some of you guys could be an Aries or a Scorpio. Stay alert, be ready to respond. New chapters are opening, old are closing. So some of you guys are having a hard time releasing people, things, places, and that's what's happening because it's actually getting in. I don't know if you guys, like I said, are supposed to be creative, but there's actually some things that need to be released so that you guys can walk into this new chapter. Sometimes we want certain things, people, places, energies to come with us, but they're not meant to. So what has to happen if we don't, because sometimes we're not aware of what we need to let go. And sometimes we're a little bit stubborn. We're holding on to it. But I'm literally seeing you guys holding a bunch of stuff. Oop, my bad. I'm literally seeing you guys holding a bunch of stuff in your hands, and then there's like an earthquake. And like everything starts shaking, you're trying to grab this and grab that, but you can't take everything with you. And then by the time the earthquake is over, you look down and you probably got half the shit, if any, of what you was carrying. Bag Lady by Erykah Badu. We gotta let some things go. I also see, something about summer. And I'm not even gonna tell you to be careful about the people coming around y'all, but I do see some karmic connections. This could be people, places, thing. I do see where some people are gonna be for a lifetime, some people are gonna be for a season, but you guys are gonna be learning lessons in it's almost like your situations, whether it be with work or people, are gonna play a part in whatever this tower moment is, if it has not happened already. Okay. What I'm also hearing is ask for guidance, be gentle with yourselves during this time. And I'm also getting a lot of 7 of Cups energy. There's a lot of decisions to be made, a lot coming down. So try to really tap into your intuition so that you guys don't get overwhelmed moving forward, career, finances, and just in life, period. You guys are going to have a lot of different options, but if it's too overwhelming right now, take a step back. You don't got to do nothing right now, okay? Like, I know it's like multiple messages coming down, but I don't know, it's like this weird energy. So let's keep going. We also have creative power. This is almost giving me the Empress card. Release your alchemical energy into the world. Yeah, some of you guys are meant to be creative. We also have voice. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. Speak up. Ask yourself, what do I need? So speak up to yourself, maybe even your shadow self. Speak up and work. Closed mouths don't get fed. Speak up if you have a platform. People would love to see your art or hear your experiences, if you feel called to do that. Anyway, current energies that we have right now, we do have the Lover's card. We also have the Hangman, sacrifice. So we have harmony, sacrifice, and then we have the 6 of Wands, victory and success. Conflicts that I'm seeing for you guys. My bad. Yeah, conflicts. Let me put this back. Boom, boom, boom. Conflicts that I'm seeing for you guys is actually the Hangman, which is so crazy. We got that twice. The Queen of Pentacles. And the 7 of Cups. That's so crazy. Let me start with these really quick. Okay, so some of you guys either started a new job or you may be beginning to do a new endeavor that involves work. Others, I do feel like maybe you and your partner, there's something coming through about you and your partner here having to look at finances and be like, okay, what needs to go for me or our relationship to be harmonized? What I mean by that is, like, if you a husband and a wife and y'all both share finances, it's like, okay, well, Dan, what do we need to do in order for the household to be, kept up? for us to keep our house, whatever that may be. For others, there's just this energy of you guys are really focusing on what is bringing equal give and take. You're really focusing on that. And I do feel like some of you guys might be overly focusing on that because maybe you haven't been in a peaceful state for a long time. So when you get into this peaceful state, you're like, oh, I have to maintain this. I have to keep this. So you're actually kind of defensive. I'm almost seeing her like on guard. But what I want to tell you guys is there's this energy of reflecting. Like with this hangman here, you know, it's graceful. There's a rainbow here. I just feel like Spirit wants you to know that you guys are going to get your answers in due time. You don't have to, it's crazy because I want to say you don't have to do too much. It's almost like just be, you know, especially with her here pregnant, you know, it takes time for that baby to grow on the inside. And I feel like something is growing. Y'all might want that, what's that word? Instant gratification, but that might not be what's needed here. Might not be what's needed here. Y'all might want to check out Power 1. I'm not getting that primarily, but that their last end message is kind of coming in with this. I do see success around you guys. Y'all might also be my pile. Like even when y'all doing good, it's like you guys are always thinking about the next best thing. Overall, I see some good energy here. I see y'all having that might be why this tower moment is happening. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, there are some people that are jealous of your success. They want to be in your energy, and I do feel I feel like it's a part of the process so that we can understand what we gonna deal with and what we not gonna deal with, what job we gonna take, what job we not gonna take. There's decisions here. Another thing that I'm seeing that kind of plays a part in career and finances for you guys is that this is the thing about y'all. I feel like y'all can get into this dreamy state, which is great, because remember I said allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to tap into that creative energy, but there needs to be a balance. This is when I start thinking about Power 1. It's like once y'all get into that place, it's like y'all overdo it a little bit. That's what I'm picking up on. It's like we just stay there. When it's like, okay, yes, we're in this hangman energy, but it's like, you know, when are we going to come out of it? When are we going to actually make the sacrifice? And you see how she's upright and he's like upside down, but it's still the same card. It's like, okay, when are we going to move forward? When are we going to progress forward? When are we going to birth the baby? You know, we can't just be pregnant forever. So I don't know. It's just this energy of your biggest conflict is first you have this moment of clarity, confidence. I'm going to go after it. I'm going to do this and work. I'm going to go after that promotion. Whatever this is, there's a confidence, there's this balance. But then you start overthinking. There's illusions coming through here. Maybe other people get in your ear. So now you kind of on guard. Do I need to worry about that? Do I need to do a little extra? Is this the job for me? And then it's like you guys ruminate in that and then you get anxious and then it ends up slowing you down. Queen of Pentacles, I also feel like something that is blocking finances for you guys is confidence. So I don't know how that's tapping into this. Some of you guys have your own businesses, and if you guys are not confident in what you put out and you allow other people to make you feel less than, or you just, you know, beat yourself up all the time and you're always worried about the competition instead of worried about your art, that is going to affect your finances. I'm also picking up on too is like when you guys go after stuff, have more confidence. It's like your confidence teeters. I don't know. There could be a relationship right now that could be like, I don't know, you're like debating on if you need to let it go or not, or like disconnect. I don't know. There's something coming up here. I just don't know what it is. I won't spend too much time on that. But what I will say is the main thing that plays a part in your finances and your career development is confidence. You know, because I'm telling you, this is more energetic than anything. If you guys are not in this confident energy, if you guys are not in this receptive energy, it's almost like there's a duality here. If you guys can't find that balance, it's hard for Spirit to really come down and give you the opportunities that your soul is calling for, because it's like this Seven of Cups energy. It's like we don't know which one you want. Do some of y'all, have y'all even decided what you want? Maybe not. And that's the thing. I feel like there's about to be a tower moment. So let me blend these together, because this is when it gets contradicting. I feel like you guys have stayed in this energy so long that now Spirit is like, okay, they're taking a little too long, so now we have to have a tower moment. Now we have to start bringing stuff down. Now we have to kind of do this a little bit forcefully so that they can really tap into this energy. So I'm not gonna lie. It's almost like this is inevitable. One minute I want to tell y'all to sit back The next minute I want to tell y'all, like, regardless if y'all get up, there's going to be I do see a tower moment here. But it's going to help you guys to have more, it's going to bring these energies out of you in a more positive way. It's going to create more balance. It's going to create more confidence, create character. It's going to help you be more confident in what you bring to the table. Some of you guys are going to have an abundance of money coming in, but it's like even when y'all get blessings, it's like you still question it. Why? We need to dive in to say, why don't we feel worthy to accept good things? Okay, so anyways, this is what I see next in career. We have the Three of Swords. So I do see some losses here. Yes, Seven of Pentacles, or you guys are going to recognize that something that you have been investing in might not be the best thing. It's like we've wasted a lot of time here, and now I'm starting to recognize that this is not bringing me happiness, which is a good thing. So I feel like with this Five of Pentacles, y'all have been stubborn about this. You guys are going to have this new knowledge about what you need to do next to put you in this full energy. So we have the Three of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and a Fool card. What I'm seeing here, like I said, this is some type of loss. I don't know if this has to do with stocks, losing a job, finding out that you didn't get a promotion, or maybe finding out that something that you've been investing in just might not be the way. And that's okay. So then what we're getting into is this Page of Swords, taking up something new, a new perspective, recognizing what we're going to deal with and what we're not, that we want something new. What is that? I don't know. But all I'm going to say is once you have that revelation, which I do feel is coming, you're going to be in this Five of Pentacles energy. But I'm more so seeing this as you're walking away. Because we're at the point where we're like, you know what, this is not right. I don't like how I've been going about work. I don't like how I've been saving my money or my lack of. I don't like the fact that I haven't been confident in what I bring to the table. I don't like the fact that I want to start a business, but I haven't really went after it. Like, why don't I feel comfortable and confident? Some of you guys, it's because you've kind of, if y'all have anything that has to do with studying, study some more, dive into that whatever it is that you're trying to do, it's going to make you feel more confident. I don't know, there's something about studies here, research. Maybe you want to do something with astrology or like a channel, like research it, because I feel like there's all this fear around certain things, but really all you got to do is just be in this moment. You don't have to do too much, and that's what's going to create this Fool card moment where it's like, I feel like y'all have just been trying so hard to resist to the point where now Spirit's like, we got to come in with these hard lessons, which this could have already happened, and this is where you're getting to. So if this all already happened and you're like, damn, you just told me everything I already knew, boom, that's what it is then. You needed to know it again, because where you're headed is this Fool energy. When we look at the Fool is stepping out. That's the first card. We're up, we're vibrant. We don't really have any fears holding us back. We're just going after it because, I mean, the Fool card, that's the first card. But the way I'm seeing this is you done already been there and done that. So now it's like this newfound confidence on, there's nothing holding me back because I have now been through the storm in the mud and I know exactly what I bring to the table. So I see new opportunities in finances and also in work. It just seems like there's some things happening prior to that need to work themselves out so that you guys can make a decision. I don't know what this is. What's this decision that needs to be made? We keep getting fertility. Some of you guys could be moms, or there could be something about pregnancy. Maybe you guys are going to find out something. We do have that fertility here. I ain't going to touch on that other part, but there's like a need to plan. There's like a new addition here. We want to bring something in as a child. Some of y'all might be getting pregnant this month, or this is just also showing new money. We want to bring something in, we want to birth something, but we're going to have to deal with this shadow aspect. We're going to have to deal with those insecurities. We're going to have to deal with those harsh lessons so that we can fully incorporate it all together and then have this new start. But I see new money here, and with this fertility, I mean, when we think of the Empress, some of you guys want to do something in beauty, or even if you don't, I see good energy around something that you want to do, and I do feel like for some of y'all it's going to be your own business, but we have to get past this other stuff. So let me see, main advice, some more advice for pile 2. I just heard don't do too much. There's some things like still working out. Deception and envy, yes. I don't know what's going on here. We have the solar plexus. I'm not sure what y'all have in y'all environment, but I would be careful of who you talk to, who you let control your finances, who you listen to when it comes to career, and where you should be putting your money. This might be the best thing that you could probably do right now is do your own research instead of looking outside of yourself. And maybe even talking to your guides. Well, of course, talking to your guides, but anything outside of the spiritual realm and anyone else, yeah, no. Also, when I think of the Seven of Swords, I think of strategy. take time to yourself so that you can listen to your inner knowing, because that's what, like, you have the answers, and that your intuition is what matters, not everybody else's bullshit. Okay, so it's like we need to strategize, and some of you guys, it's just too much noise around you, there's too much responsibility, there's too much loitering energy. And when we look at these transits, I'm almost thinking of a house, just like how it describes in the book. These transits happen, and it's almost like every time a different planet transits, that's like a new person that's coming into your house and influencing the energy. So it's almost like we need some time to take a step back so we can ask ourselves, what is it that we want? Because you guys are meant for success, and you guys are meant to walk into this new, but I don't know what this Seven of Swords is. This can be deception and envy for some of you guys. So some of y'all gonna realize that there's been some bad investments, some people that got to go. But what I'm hearing is when you figure this out, don't be too hard on yourself. Just move forward. You had to go through that, know it was meant to happen, and that's what's gonna help you bring success in. Good, stable success, okay? And do it with confidence. So yes. Pile 2, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and we're gonna move on to pile 3. Pile 3, bring it in. Let's do this. I've been waiting on y'all. This is when the energy really shifts, honey. You guys are about to be, I don't know, some of y'all might be about to be famous. There's a lot of good energy around you, your spread. Give me 1 second really quick while I look this up. Some of you guys might have been drawn to pile 2 as well. I feel like you guys are like the part 2 to pile 2. Like, after they learn those lessons, they kind of come into this energy. So let me see one thing really quick. Okay. Yes, so the juices are flowing. Anyway, we have 12th house, introspection. This is almost giving me hermit vibes, Pisces energy coming through here. We also have the 2nd house, resources. What is that, Taurus? I do believe. And then we also have the South Node, past. Okay, really quick, you guys, before we step into your spread. Why did I just hear the Garden of Eden? Some of you guys might have been just looking up something about Lilith coming through here, but also like the Adam and Eve, the story. But overall, y'all, I see really good energy when it comes to finances. You guys have a lot of gifts and talents, so I feel like you guys can kind of get a little bit overwhelmed with what you should do with those talents, which way you should go. There's like this fear of missing out, in a sense of like, okay, I could do nails because I know I want to do nails, but then I'm also good at singing, but then I'm also good at YouTube, but then I also kind of want to be, you know, in music. You know, I see that here. So if you guys were expecting me to give you some advice on how to pick one, can't do that. So you got to figure that out. But I do see where you guys, there's something about past lives here, especially with this South Node. So if you guys want to look into your chart, your natal chart, search that online and look into what your South Node is. Whatever's there, what I'm hearing for a lot of you guys, if you study that or look into it, let's say if it's Aquarius or if it's, I don't know, Scorpio, whatever's there, look at the light attributes of that sign and look at the shadow attributes, because something about your South Node, past energy, is going to actually kind of give you some insight on what to do next in career. I'm almost getting like it's like a cheat code to what you're good at, but it's also a cheat code to where you may struggle. So there's something about, look at that, because there's some hidden talents there, but there's also some energy and some advice on how we can kind of, how can I say this? Oh, it's leaving me. It's leaving me. All I'm going to say. I'm like blanking out. There's like this energy of like, if you look at this, because it's almost like it's going to give you hidden talents, but it's also going to, I don't know, maybe tell you where you fall short so that you can work on that. Because you guys are meant to be successful. You guys are meant to live a life of lavish and luxury. Even, you know, I know that sounds a little bit extreme, but what I'm saying is like, you guys are meant to be successful on any scale, like comfortable. Whatever's comfortable for you, you guys are meant to have that. But I'm actually getting comfortable plus a little bit more, okay? But one thing that I do see for some of you guys, this just came out randomly. Some of you guys, I mean, is that really a bad thing? Because I'm getting like with this resources, some of you guys might be so, like there might be like this toxic dynamic with the coin, but you know, who am I to tell you guys what to do with that? overall, I feel like the main thing that's going to bring you guys success is something about whatever's going on with this South Node, but also with your creativity. You guys have all of this energy already within you. You're holding like Pisces energy, like all the other zodiacs. You have everything already within you. So start using that to your advantage. You know what I mean? Like I'm hearing like there's some wasted talents here. No offense. Anyway, what's happening in career? We have the World Cosmos, the Eight of Cups. Oh yes. And we have the Emperor. Can I just be honest with you? Okay, so I was picking up on, we'll get to it, it's gonna be the bottom row, but some of you guys have like a see, I didn't even want to touch on this real quick, but y'all spread is not gonna be that long. But what I want to tell you guys is there's jealousy around you, but we knew this already. Overall, I see you guys being in a place of power. I do, but I'm also getting this energy where some of you, y'all might have this boss. There's this energy of y'all being in control of self, and that's kind of pissing people off. So the best way I could describe this is, let's say you work with people, you have now recognized your power, you're more confident at work, you're taking that position, you're like, oh yeah, I got it. That got some people kind of like, where'd this come from? Where'd you find this? I don't know. There's that. Something else I'm getting, if that doesn't resonate, is a lot of you guys have your own business and you are about to take off. You have something here that is about to be accomplished because you decided to leave what was binding you. So that controlling aspect, that could be a boss, or that could have been fear. I feel like you guys, or a toxic job. You guys are in this place of releasing the past, releasing what you used to know that might not be serving this abundant energy that you're trying to walk into. You're releasing that. You're taking control of your destiny, and you're like, you know what? Which pile? I can't remember which pile, but there was a pile where I was talking about, like, maybe when you were younger, there was just this weird connection with money where it was like your family felt like you had to do backbreaking labor in order to be successful, or someone told you that going independent and having your own business was only going to put you in a rut. You know, it's a lot of that. But the thing about it is this was meant for you. Duh. Some of you guys are graduating this month. You're completing something. Completing some type of study, completing a cycle. I'm not going to lie. Some of you guys might be leaving a job. Let me see. Can you give me a little bit more energy? If you guys are in a place where you just haven't been feeling fulfilled, I see, however it resonates, whether that's to leave a job or, you know, start to put more action into how you could change your position. I just see you guys having this energy where you're like, I'm going to take control of this. You know, I'm not really fulfilled here. So let me start going on the lookout at what I can do to change this. Is this the best place for me? I'm not gonna lie, this is a real good energy to be in because I feel like you guys are in this place when it comes to finances and career where you know your worth. That in itself is about to bring you abundance. So with you knowing your worth, I just feel like the past and the things that have bogged you down, you're gonna be letting that go so that you can walk into this more abundant energy. Some of you guys have social media platforms. I'm seeing some publicity here. Now what the fuck is going on here? Give me a second. Y'all got some jealous people. Just be careful of the advice that comes in, which I feel like y'all really ain't paying attention to the noise, but I am picking up on some jealousy or just a lack of understanding, because whatever you guys are doing, for some of you guys, it's not natural to other people. Maybe it's more creative. I don't know. It's like they haven't really seen it be done. So there's this tendency to kind of, you know, just put fear on you. So just, you know, be strong about what you want to do, because like I said, y'all, it's going to work out. Ooh, we have a card. Yes, the Fool card. Big energy. I told y'all this was pile 2. This is like part 2 to pile 2, the Fool card. I do feel like you're completing one cycle to step into something else. However that resonates, this could be just the fact that we're stepping into a new month. We're in April right now. You know, this is timeless. It's just, we're done with that. We're on to this. On to the next. Completed that. Did that. Been there. What's new? But it's not like a toxic energy that I was picking up with pile 1 where it's like they're always looking for the next best thing. I just feel like you guys have literally mastered something and now you're ready to put it out to the world. Or even if it's not to the world, you're ready to take that next step. What is that next step? Maybe it's to apply for a job, apply for a school, go get another degree, or let me see, put your artwork out there, start a YouTube channel. I don't know what it is, but it's like you have finally came to this place where you feel confident. And whatever this is, you guys, I can actually see you guys having a job that not only brings you abundance and you're like in more control of whatever's going on here, but I also see where like, oh, my crown is like really like, there's a lot of pressure and around my third eye right now. So like, what's going on? I just feel like you guys are going to be, it's like you love your job. I can see you being this energy of like emotionally fulfilled. It's like we have a lot of balances with the elements of what I'm seeing. Also, I feel like you guys, y'all have something on your mind. I'm thinking of a master plan. With this Eight of Cups, some of you guys are going to be traveling. There's two cards here that's talking about traveling. So your job or what you do for work might be expanding outwardly. This could be publicly or just exporting your goods elsewhere or expanding, period. I see a lot of good energy. So I don't know what you guys do for work, but I see a lot of good energy here. Can you tell me more about this Eight of Cups for pile 2? The Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. Advice. So some of you guys might be leaving a job so that you can go into what it is that you've been wanting to go into. There's clarity around that. The Lovers. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like whatever you guys are leaving and walking into, whether this is a job or just walking into a new job, I don't know. There's a lot of balance here with this Lovers card. There's a lot of finding what's been hidden within you and like having confidence in that. So regardless of the fact, I see a lot of clarity happening in finances, you guys being able to set boundaries. I just heard checks and balances. Pay attention to your money. Don't be so, you know, willy-nilly with the spending, which I don't see you guys doing. I do see you guys being a little bit more, would frugal be the word? But I'm not gonna lie, some of you guys got an opportunity that's about to come, but you're not telling nobody. Yeah, y'all do got some jealous people at the workplace. So watch what you tell people. We have the Six of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of people and the Eight of Pentacles. Yes, there's a lot of people that know that you are about to take off. This could be at work or even outside of work. You guys have a lot of sun energy coming in. This is like the most positive spread yet. So it's like, you know, with that energy, not everybody needs to know what you got going on. Feed them with a long spoon. I'm getting that with the Six of Pentacles. Boundaries. Boundaries with yourself when it comes to spending. Remember the goal. Remember what it is that you are trying to do. A lot of y'all are trying to get that generational wealth. Boom, boom, boom. Got to stay focused. Eight of Pentacles. Pay attention to the details. There's something that you guys are about to put out that's going to be very... I just heard special, good looking. I don't know what you guys are making. I don't know if it's art, but I feel like you guys have worked really hard on something. This could even just be self-work because she's literally sewing and it looks like that's her face right there. Possibly. We're just going to say it is. And I just feel like you guys have been doing this extra work on yourself. You have been prepping yourself for this moment. Period, point blank. Definitely look into your South Node, please, because that keeps coming through. But let's keep going. We have Zigzag Spider. Everything is connected. Ooh, hard workers here. We have Renew Your Life. Sea Eagle. Some of you guys could live in Florida or by water, work with water. It's like your emotions and your drive and the air element. It's like everything is coming together to give us this good blend, okay? We also have Nurture Connections. The Gray Wolf. Intuition is going to be needed this month. And we have Listen for Spirit, Wisdom. Let me tell y'all, y'all intuition is on point. But also, because like women, I want to say intuition is on point, or there's just a need to really pay attention to your intuition. With this, everything is connected. I do feel like something is going to be coming around full circle where you start to see, okay, that's why that happened. And that could be very validating when we see like, okay, that happened to build character. I see why I might have missed out on that opportunity. That was God's protection. You know, God rejected that for me because he was protecting me and preparing me for something else. You know what I'm saying? Also with this Nurture Connections, the people that actually care about you, keep them close. The other people that you really don't, you know, keep them at a distance. Your family is going to be very important, or the people that you actually trust. Renew your life. Understand that you guys are about to have this rebirth. It's like I know this says Sea Eagle, but the way I'm seeing this is like a phoenix that went up and now they're coming crashing down because they're about to come to earth and set shit off. Literally. With this barn owl, again, it does say listen for spirit. I mean, we do have the heart here, but I feel like there might be a need. I mean, well, that makes sense. Heart and intuition, there's a connection here. So there's a need to lead with this. I just heard another message. Maybe people were super rude to you at a point in time. Y'all might have chose, I think it was pile 1 in my how they view you then versus now. So all I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but there's a lot of people that want to know what you got going on. Try not to, it's hard to say try not to get triggered, but I do see where people might trigger you, but just remember the goal. The end goal is you, your happiness. Not everybody's gonna understand, but try, it's like just watch pile 1 in the how do they view you, or how do they view you from the past to now, because I do see where there's like this I want to shit on people type of energy, but let's just remember, you know, let's remember that we got a lot of good stuff coming in, so we don't want to, like, you know, fuck that up by being stuck in some energy that we don't even need to be in. But, you know, I digress, because that's not the main message. Renew your life. There's a lot coming through. There's like a new energy around job offers. Some of y'all have your own job. There's good energy. If anyone is thinking about starting their own business or picking up another endeavor that you actually resonate a lot more with, I see that here for you. It's a lot of good energy around that. But let's see the outcome. We have the King of Swords. Being decisive. This is also that jealous energy. Some of y'all have a boss that's just jealous overall, or like these more, it's like someone's mad that you have opportunities. This could be just an onlooker, but then I'm also picking up on some of you guys could be air signs, or you're just really using this air element, tapping into your intuition, looking beneath the surface, not getting caught up in the deception, it's like you have that intuitive nudge, but you're not getting so caught up in that moon energy. You're also being very practical, so it's a good balance here. But for others, I am seeing on top of that there could be like a boss, but you guys are being protected from this person. It's like someone trying to stop your opportunities. We have the Page of Cups. I'm seeing new opportunities in work and new money, new friendships, new connections, Knight of Swords, and we have the Ten of Cups. So the outcome for you guys, what I'm seeing with this Ten of Cups is like, I know this is gonna sound really out there, but I'm getting everything that you wanted. Like the energy is coming back, you're gonna be fulfilled, money's looking good. This is like whatever is your ideal work situation, I see that happening for you. Now, I just heard Spirit say, in good reason, like let's not, I don't want to say, let's be practical at the same time, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, it's just a lot of good energy around what it is that you want to do. With this Knight of Swords, I feel like if you guys have been struggling with energy or, why'd that word come through? I'm not going to say that, but if you guys have been struggling with energy, confidence, or even it's just been a little bit fuzzy, I just really see you guys being able to combat that energy. There's a lot here. Some of y'all have a new opportunity here in work. I don't know if this is someone bringing it to you or if you guys are creating this. If you guys have anything that does with the public eye, people want to know, they want to know more about you. They want more of your product. They want to watch your show. I don't know why I said that. Your show, whatever you're producing, they want a lot of it. So if you guys have anything that you want to put out to the public, it's here. Family's going to play a big part this month in helping to support you. I feel like they're going to help kind of like feed you. It's like this is family. This is also ancestors. I just see a lot of like trying to boost you. Pay attention to your dreams. With this moon card though, I mean, we don't gotta touch too much on it, but I just feel like there's just this boss. Like for some of y'all, there's just this boss. So before we get into that, let me just tell y'all, with this Knight of Swords going into the King of Swords, there's going to be an elevation here. Some of you guys are going to be promoting. Oh shit, I forgot y'all cards. Let me talk about this. So we have, look at the negative and positive attributes of the South Node. Some of you guys can struggle from PTSD, addictive habits. We have control, travel, new job. You guys are going to have good control over some things. Someone wants control over you, but it's like you guys are stepping out, period, point blank. We have introspection, Hermit, Virgo energy. Face your fears. You know, the duality that you guys have, you know, use that to your advantage. A lot of people don't have it, okay? We have the why do you want money? I talked about that. Taurus, cultivate, plant, and reap. Like, don't just plant, actually get ready to reap the benefits. Like I said, look into your skills from past lives. Look into that South Node, and we have more travel, promotion. Take the necessary actions. Make sure you guys are planning. We have positive upwind when it comes to money. This is like really good. Just stay in structure and routine. Yeah, there's someone here. I don't know who this boss is. There is someone that's going to try to challenge you. I don't know why, but don't feed into that, okay? I don't know what that's about, but let's see. Why the King of Swords? Why the King of Swords? What is this? Strength. Yeah, so I see some energies. We have the King and we have the Queen. I don't know if this is a partner, I don't know, but it's gonna be different for everybody. But I just see where you guys are gonna need to really tap into your strength, and that's almost so funny. That's almost giving me the energy of like, you could probably go off on somebody, but don't. Like, you can probably cuss somebody the fuck out, but just remember that you have all this good abundance coming in. Yes, you have haters coming through, but don't indulge. You know, be like, stay poised. I don't know what that's about. There's something here, because I do feel like someone's gonna try to challenge you or get on your nerves. You know how people be when you in this energy, like they just, I don't know, people want to fuck it up. You know how negative people can be. So I see that, but I'm also getting this energy of go after what you want in confidence, because it's in your favor. If y'all have a business, like I said, it's gonna work out in your favor. There's a lot of good things happening. I do see passive income and also new income. There are a lot of people jealous, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be happy. That's what I'm seeing. So yes, probably that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and we're gonna move on to pile 4. Pile 4. Some of you guys could struggle with anxiety, you know, welcome to the crew, but you guys did pick opposition. So I'm not gonna lie, if this pile doesn't resonate enough, you guys might want to pick another pile, but I feel like this is gonna be more of a collective message. So if you've already, sorry I was running around, don't mind me if I'm breathing heavy, but if you guys were already listening to other piles, this is like the collective message. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like there's like this shift where everybody is in this, I just thought of Aquarius and Capricorn, where whatever it is that you want, you're fixed on that. You're fixed on the goal, and you're just not playing with nobody. You guys are in a place where you're tired. Ooh, not me, girl, no. Why did that come through, Spirit? Because you know who I just thought of? Will Smith and Chris Rock. I just feel like you guys are at this place where you're tired of, this could be a boss. Maybe someone's trying to like punk you a little bit. It's like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of y'all treating me like I don't matter. Or even just yourself. You're like, I'm tired of sitting back and being in the background. I'm tired of not standing up for myself. I'm tired of letting my parents dictate what I do in career. I'm tired of this stupid ass boss. I'm tired of this stupid ass job. Whatever that is, I just feel like there's a major throat chakra just expansion, okay? So you guys are going to be speaking up about something. I don't know, like I said, it could be letting your parents know, like, nah, I'm not doing that. Or, you know, I know you don't agree with what I do, but this is what I'm doing. Period. I know you don't agree with how I feel, but this is what it is. I'm seeing that. So that could even be with a coworker. Some of you guys could struggle with communication, but I don't see that happening here. I see you guys asking for help. I see you guys making it clear what you want. I see you guys sticking to your boundaries. And I also feel like you guys are done sweeping things under the rug with career and anything, okay? You guys are like taking it by the horns. You're like full-fledged looking at it in the eye, honey, and facing it. And because of that, you guys are gonna be like, once this happens, there's gonna be a lot of harmony that comes in. That's what was coming through too. Some of y'all, this is a side message, very specific with this. Y'all could be arguing with like a sibling, because we do have the 3rd house here. Is there like a sibling you guys are having some disruptions? Are you like, you and family, like did someone pass and like there's this, and I'm not saying that this is gonna happen. I just see like family arguing over money. It's like some type of money argument. So I do see that happening, but I feel like you guys are gonna face it. And then what I'm also hearing is, you know, you face it head on, you're not scared of it, but you stand your ground. And then after that, you don't have to prove yourself no more. You don't have to do anything else after that to prove your stance. You know, choose peace, you know, after, well, I kind of want to say choose peace, but I feel like y'all gonna be standing up for yourselves. You know, whatever happens with that, that's what happens. But yeah, I don't know why I keep getting this sibling. Let me see, is this the card right here? Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay. Sorry, but let's keep going. I think your card is in here. Damn, where did I put y'all cards? But anyway, we have trusting tricksters. The trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. So I don't know what this is about, you guys, but I keep getting this energy of you don't have to participate. So if there is this deception. I don't know if this is family. I don't know if this is someone trying to control your finances. I don't know. It's like you button heads with something or somebody, but what I'm hearing is you don't have to participate. You can withdraw yourself. If you guys, some of you guys might be overshares, like, side note, you guys might always feel compelled to tell people too much, and then you end up feeling vulnerable afterwards. You don't have to do that, okay? Don't give nobody no ammunition. You don't have to. So whatever is going on this month, this is also like me thinking about setting boundaries with, okay, like, you know, I really don't got the money to be spending on going out to eat all the time. You know, we're taking a step back, letting people know, like, hey, although I want to see you, no, we're not going out to eat. Saving your money and standing in that. So whatever that represents to you, I just feel like there's going to be a boundary so that you can progress and be focused on what it is that you need to fix and pay attention to in finances. Now, what the hell? Where is that? Is this it? Yes, here we go. Arguing with a sibling, a legal matter. Be careful of who you trust. That's what was coming through. I don't know. Just, there's something here. Be careful of who you trust. Also, did some of y'all let somebody do y'all taxes that was a little already funny as it was? I don't know. There might be something coming through about that, or there's something about taxes here. So yeah, but let's see. So overall, what we have here, the World card, the Seven of Swords, Hangman, the Five of Swords, and Temperance. So I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. These cards are representing where you are right now. I can't tell if this is y'all in this tricky energy, sneakster energy, or I don't know if this is a family member. I don't know if this is someone with y'all finances. All I'm gonna say is this: be careful of doing any sly shit these next couple of months, because I do feel like it's gonna come back and put you in a situation, and then you're gonna kind of have to pick up the pieces. That's for some of you guys. Now for others, I feel like there's something here. It's almost like a conflict. That's how it's coming up to me, where you guys are choosing to just be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not dealing with this. Because this can almost look like the Hangman, but this is someone who's accomplished. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know if this has to do with work, but please do not lose yourself these next couple of months, because I feel like you guys have major talents, major capabilities. I fully believe in you, but I almost feel like there's this energy here that makes you question yourself and doubt yourself, because with this World card, you've already been there and done that. But with the World card and the Seven of Swords and the Hangman, it's like, why are we going back? Why are we starting to overthink? Why are we letting people come in? I do see theft here, I'm not gonna lie. Let me see how y'all can avoid this, because it is coming through that there's something happening. Either you guys are recovering from some type of loss. Maybe someone didn't pay you. It's like you guys are in this place of recovery. You thought you closed out this chapter, but here we are again. And now you kind of have like to pick up the pieces. So I see something happening here. And it's testing your motherfucking patience. I see that here. I don't know what this is about. This is very specific. So if this, because I don't want to wish this on nobody, if this isn't resonating, maybe check out the other piles. But whoever this is meant for, they're going to know what I'm talking about. Ooh, did you guys get a divorce with someone? Okay. So I'm not going to lie. Can I be honest? Although we don't have the Justice card here, so this is like that real weird pile. It's giving Jerry Springer. It's giving a little bit of Jerry. But this is the thing. Some of you guys have platforms, or there's something that you do where people know that you have completed. You've completed something, you've graduated, you're done. You're like, okay, been there, done that, we're moving on. You have strategized to move yourself forward. You are considering your options on what you need to let go of. And I feel like for some of you guys, that's just what it is. You have recognized that certain things need to go. So now you are strategizing how you can move forward. But it's like there's some hiccups in the process. These hiccups could be people trying to influence you. So, use your discernment and, stay with where, you're being led, whatever, like I said, it's going to be different for everybody. But I'm also picking up on this energy where some of you guys are going to be faced with a decision on having to cut certain things out. This could be people. This could be going out. There's certain sacrifices that are going to have to be made in finances so that you can come to a more balanced place. Because what I feel like happens is that you guys get to this place where you're comfortable, you're stable, you set these boundaries, you're like, okay, we're not going to overspend, or okay, I'm not going to talk to my coworkers, I'm just going to, and I don't mean it like that, like y'all just toxic, but it's like y'all know how people can be, so you tell yourself, I'm not going to be super trusting with my coworkers. I'm going to, you know, nose to the books. I'm going to stay focused. But then there's this Seven of Swords energy where we kind of get a little bit off track. And I feel like when you get off track, there's these other energies that come in and kind of take from you. So now you're in this hangman where it's like, damn, now we're back at square one, where we have to reorganize our thought process and reorganize our finances and look again at, what do I need to do this month to change? Which is not a bad thing. This is, you know, it's great to reflect. But I feel like whatever this little position is that y'all keep getting in, this bind that y'all keep getting in, y'all could avoid it if y'all would literally stop fucking with this Seven of Swords. Now, this Seven of Swords could be a person, or that could just be a way of moving, letting certain people in. I'm going to pull some more cards, but with that Five of Swords, I just feel like some of y'all, like, people, I don't know if people be using y'all for money. I know we just got real crazy, I know. But there's just this energy of, like, watch the people you let in. Because it seems like you guys give, or you guys end up getting the short end of the stick. I'm hoping this is y'all, but that could be y'all back there. It's like someone keeps coming in and taking from you. Let me see. What's going on here? This could be a love interest, a Leo. Three of Pentacles. Someone that I feel... Now, what's going on here? For some of you guys, this could be like a relationship or like a friendship. And what I mean by that, or this could be coworkers, people at work, a relationship, a friendship. I feel like there's somebody that, I'm not going to lie, that shows you one side of them, then you begin to trust them. Why that's coming up in this spread as something, I don't know. Maybe you trust them with your money. Maybe you trust them with your information, your plans, what you want to do next. Maybe you let them in the house. But this is someone that's taking from you. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if you guys are trying to get the same promotion. Whoever this is that I'm picking up on, there's a need for you guys to be more discerning. I do think it's going to be illuminated who this person is. They could be a water sign. But I feel like this is not the time to collaborate with whoever I'm picking up on. And if you guys have been in this constant arguing state with the sibling, it might be time to be like, you know what? Let's look at what we could do. And if they're not okay with the outcome, you know, if you do everything that you said you were going to do to try to alleviate this situation and someone else wants to continue to be stubborn, that's not, listen, y'all, this just came out, the Seven of Swords again. Let me see. If you guys are wanting to get away from a job so that you guys can have balance, I see where some of you guys have this idea or this plan behind you, but it's almost like you got your hands behind your back. You have to move in a sly way. This is a separate storyline if that resonates. You guys know that there's hateful people in the workplace, people that are jealous. They know something good's coming for you. So if that resonates, the best thing that you guys are going to need to do is avoid. Play dumb. I'm seeing that here because it's almost like there's a sneakier energy, Aquarius, coming through where it's like you got to kind of be sly so that you can get to this point of temperance. Can you tell me why the Seven of Swords for Power 4? Why the Seven of Swords for Power 4? The Ace of Cups, Six of Cups. Yep. So some of you guys are on your way to something new. So however this resonates, whether this is family or whether this is a job, I don't know. I feel like when you guys begin to express doing something different, moving on to a different job or moving on somewhere else, somebody's a little upset about it. Now, should we care? I don't know. Some of y'all won't really give a fuck, but they give a fuck. So there's a lot of people trying to get in your mix. Why are so many people trying to get in their mix? Y'all have a new opportunity here, and it's like everybody just wants to be, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Three of Cups. Everybody want a little piece of what you got going on. This is like the craziest spread. Yeah. Whatever you guys need, if you guys have been in this situation where you're trying to get to a more peaceful, balanced state, I feel like you guys are going to have to play a little bit dumb so that you can get where you're going. And don't trust these coworkers, okay? Don't trust the coworkers. And I am seeing, I don't know what's going on with family. There's something here, but let me look at the outcome because, girl, yeah, with this Three of Wands, are y'all plotting to leave? Some of y'all got this plot to do something different, but it's like as soon as y'all start moving towards whatever that is, or maybe you let your mom know, or it's like you tell somebody about this accomplishment and then now people are starting to act funny. Or now you got coworkers trying to get you involved in some bullshit. It's like people trying to block. And I don't think they are going to block, but I also don't think you need to be giving them any ammunition. AKA being a little too trusting. We need to be a little bit more strategic about how we move and what we do this month with our finances and where our thoughts are, you know, with how we spend our time. I'm seeing that here. So let's see what the outcome is for my viewers. Pile 4, we have the 10 of Cups. I think that came out for the last pile. The Knight of Swords, yes. Your peace over everything. 5 of Pentacles and the Empress. Let me tell you something. Anybody that's bringing this 5 of Pentacles energy, lack mentality, I'm telling, this is giving me play stupid energy, because look at this. 10 of Cups, Knight of Swords. I feel like y'all know what y'all want, right? The outcome here is knowing what you want, being decisive about that. But it's almost like you see these birds. Now, I could look at these 2 different ways because we respect the birds. This is like your ancestors giving you that air element to be able to go. Swift, it's fast, it's decisive, it's not playing with nobody, period, you know? Sorry, there's something on my nail chocolate. But also, it's crazy because I feel like you're trying to go forward. It's kind of mysterious to me. You're going forward. We got this black horse. Really, really moving. But there's these people. You haven't really said much, but there's so many people trying to see what you got going on, what you got about to happen. So what I see you doing is this 5 of Pentacles. This is the advice. Some of y'all need to play dumb. I don't know how this resonates. But when it comes to your finances, play dumb. I don't know, for whatever reason, the best way I could kind of describe this. So we got some people in the military. Have you ever joined the military and, like, you know, everybody just automatically think you got money, so now family in your pockets? Maybe if people trying to ask you for money, maybe you've always been the person to give people money. No, not the time. Not the time. I'm also picking up on where you guys are going to have to move away from. Yeah, this is for a few of you, because I feel like y'all don't really doubt yourself. There's like a confidence coming through. But with this 5 of Pentacles, there might be a loss before there's a gain, if you guys are not discerning with who you let in and how you spend your money this month. But with this Empress, overall, I see you guys coming out on top. But it seems like you got to kind of play dumb to get where you want to go. And this could be with family. I do see an argument happening with family here. It's like something is trying to, we have positive movement forward. Yeah, something is trying to compromise your happiness. This could be jealousy around the fact that you're doing good. So maybe we just need to, you know, fuck all that. Sorry if that's family. But be above whatever that is going on. Don't engage. Well, some of y'all might. But with this 2 of Wands and this 8 of Wands, we have movement, choices, decisions, positive movement forward. At the end of the day, the outcome in your finances is actually going to be very good. But your overall advice is you got to watch who you trust this, not even just this month, but period. I don't know. Whenever you're watching this, let's see what's going on here. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. This deck is so crazy. Huh. Give me a second, guys. That is so weird. This is the weirdest deck. Okay. Is this the 8 of Pentacles? I can't tell what card that is, girl. Like, what's happening? Oh, I think that's the 8 of Pentacles. Why'd they make that purple? Then we got the positive movement forward. There's a lot of 8s here, so I feel like there's a lot of abundance coming in. It just seems like you guys are on this trajectory that a lot of people are upset about. So they might come in and try to get you off path with, like, words trying to discourage you from where you're going. This could be people trying to find out what you got going on, and they take your ideas, which, you know, at the end of the day, no one's going to do it like you. But, you know, why fuel the fire? Oh, shit. Why fuel the fire? Give me 1 second. Because what's really going on here is that... Girl, I'm tripping. No, this is like the weirdest thing. Positive movement forward. Oh. Maybe that's the 8 of Pentacles. One of these is the 8 of Pentacles. Why they got that as red? Like, they don't make me mad, bro. Don't mind me. Because, like, what is we doing? Okay, yeah. So, we got the 2 of Pentacles, and we also have the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Pentacles. So, whatever you guys are working on, I feel like it's going to be very successful. And I feel like your main advice is to go after it with confidence, but just know there's a lot of people that are like underlyingly and going to be openly upset with this, but you are being asked not to slow down for anybody. And I see really good energy around your finances. I see you guys having options, choices. There's going to be a balanced energy when it comes to what you got going on. Some of you guys are going to be moving away, but it's almost like this energy of movement silence. Okay, so yes, Power 4, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.